No.
Is that special? All right, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
No comments.
Jam. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum.
Everyone, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly live-streamed Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition online role-playing adventures. I'm joined, as always, by my wonderful friends. I can feel that back in my throat. And my co-pilot. Introduce yourself.
I'm Callie.
There you go. I really have to clear my throat. Chris, playing Valrava, the Legend Bard of Eloquence.
Hello.
God, that was great timing. Heather, she's getting, there she is. Playing Frey, the halfling barbarian of the beast/fighter.
Hello.
Grabbing coffee. Rochelle, playing Celeste, the half-orc sun soul monk. Need to drink more. Raymond, playing Edmund, the human alchemist artificer.
That's me.
Still feel it. And Reese, playing Thimbleweed, the gnome swarmkeeper ranger.
Hey.
I just need to soothe my throat with coffee. We stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday. Watch all of our D&D sessions here on YouTube. Read weekly session recaps at roguewatson.com. Watch my behind-the-scenes, no players allowed live series crafting Icewind every Monday and Thursday. Head over to our live post-session discussion Frostmaiden chat after our show tonight. You can also listen to all these live D&D shows with the Rogue Watson podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts. You can follow me on Twitter at Rogue Watson and join our official Discord server with invite link into the description below. If you'd like to support the channel, please check out patreon.com/RogueWatson. Patrons get exclusive access to private videos, custom 5e content, and participate in monthly DM roundtables and play in patron D&D games, which we just recorded our first one last night. Had an absolute blast, and it will be going up next week. For our campaign, we use Roll20.net for video chat. We use Discord, and for streaming, I use Open Broadcaster software with Streamlabs. Music is by Kevin MacLeod, and our amazing original character art was done by Jimmy McClure. Sit down. What are you doing? Jimmy McClure. Making me nervous.
What?
Previously on Icewind, Rime of the Frostmaiden. Exiting the Frost Giant vault, the party discovered Bergolmir, the Frost Giant whom they had initially encountered, waiting for them. Atop his woolly mammoth, he explained that it was his plan to tell them of this place so they could complete the trials, then hand over the treasures within. Though he menacingly held a captive ballista, the party didn't budge an inch, charging into combat, getting the drop on the giant. Celeste left up a stone chair to strike at the giant, Thimbleweed fired arrows, and Edmund commanded his menagerie of animals. Valravn saved Ballista by casting Suggestion on the giant to gently drop her, but the mammoth charged at Valravn, nearly crushing him. The others pounced, with first Frey, then Celeste leaping atop the mammoth to attack the giant close and personal. For only a few seconds of painful pummeling, the giant, blinded by Thimbleweed's magic arrows, stumbled off the mammoth and tried to flee before another arrow ended his life. The mammoth was a different story. Francine charged again, this time trampling Valravn beneath her feet, then goring Edmund, downing both heroes. The mammoth was bloodied and enraged, yet Frey took control by climbing up and taking the reins, soothing the massive beast. Satisfied at her revenge, the mammoth calmed down and the fight was over. The party picked themselves up, with the help of Francine, and returned to the wagon, where they began making the long, cold trek back to 10 Towns. Along the way, Frey saw a herd of mammoths in the distance and led Francine to the herd, leaving the creature with a happy ending, and the party in need of a massive long rest. And a level up! Ding!
Level up!
Yay.
Huzzah! You are all level 9, or will be at least in a couple minutes when we get through that. So, let's start. See which end is phrase in the middle anyway. Let's start with Celeste. Michelle, tell me what Celeste is doing at level 9.
Well, I have been prepping for this all week. I, at level 9...
What makes you lie?
I already told her what she gets at level 9. Don't worry.
You did not. You said nothing really happens for you at level 9. But oh, how you were
that does
wrong.
sound like the exact words that he
You,
said.
how you were wrong. I now have unarmored movement vertically and across liquid,
Oh.
so I can move more.
Run up walls and run across water.
I can do the thing I'm really good at, even
Is
better.
that exciting? Are you guys excited? That was exciting.
I mean, I wanted to see Celeste run across water.
Now there's more party members that have ways of like walking on walls than there are party members without ways of walking on walls, I feel like at this point.
So it's not special, is what you're saying.
I'm just saying,
You can just do it super fast.
the next dungeon's gonna be a flying castle, I think, and then we'll see.
Okay. Let's see. And yeah, I think that's literally it. So character, monster. We're gonna roll. What happened? An 8.
Nice.
That's max hit points.
So that's it.
Yeah.
Ready?
What does that bring your max to?
Oh, yeah.
87.
Nice.
Your con modifier?
3.
Okay.
Why?
Monks have a D8.
curious.
Do you realize that? I think that's
Monks have-
bullshit.
I just realized that. Yeah.
It is bullshit, man.
I mean, they're hard to hit.
Rangers never get a freaking D10.
Yeah. We're pretty awesome. Shooting those arrows from the back.
That's right. Yeah, wearing your medium armor and you have a D10. Like,
I need all the help I can get.
yeah. All right. Raymond has stepped away. Frey is Heather's still logging on. So let's go to. I went the wrong direction, I guess. Reese, tell me about Thimbleweed's level 9.
Oh man, Thimbleweed gets access to level 3 spells this time.
Oh.
Yeah. I hope you brought your animals ready.
Oh shit.
Just kidding.
I hope they're all Arctic animals that normally appear here, because I have
Nice.
a lot of those.
I saw that and went,
No, it is literally not a big deal. I can drag anything from the compendium.
I'm
gonna show up with a trench coat just full of animals, and you just, what do you want? What do you got? I got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I assume you just have it from the previous 2 campaigns.
Right.
In there somewhere.
There's somewhere.
There's somewhere. All right, I'm gonna take Speak with Plants.
Ah! All right.
A lot of plants in the tundra.
Hey, there's lichen, which is, algae, which is sort of like a plant.
Like in a plant.
If
It
it's,
is algae, not plant.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. No.
Reese's biologist brain is spinning. Like,
I
wanna
can't in good
explain all this,
conscience
or
no.
do
And I can now breathe water sometimes.
I like the way you phrase that. I can breathe water sometimes. I never know when, but
that was
You never know when.
Yeah. The mystery men, the Ben Stiller character. I can go invisible, but you can't be looking at me.
Exactly.
But yeah, we do need a goat plant, some kind of awful science hybrid.
24 hours is a pretty solid duration for a spell.
Yeah, think
For
of all
10
that
willing
water we can
creatures.
swim through in the tundra. Also,
All right, yeah, you're prepared for sure.
it's gonna be super cold.
Third level spell slots for the
Alright.
ranger.
Let's do a level up. Right,
Should be hit point should be the first.
should be.
Should be.
Oh, there it is. All right.
Got
All right.
another good ass hit point roll.
I'll take that.
Yeah,
And
8 on a D10.
Yeah. That should be it.
What does that put you at?
Sorry, I was looking at all the spells and the level up thing, making sure they're in there. Yeah, they are. Building my character. 91.
Hmm.
That's cute.
Yeah. Hey, I shoot arrows. It's fine.
He's an asshole. I had to rip a creature out of him to get to down him. It's very, very hard. We'll get there. We'll get there. Let's do Edmund. What about level 9?
Level 9. All right.
Multi-class
so
rogue is a bold choice, but I like it.
What's that?
Multi-class rogue?
No.
Oh,
I'm exploring the Artificer for your fans.
okay.
Whoever
the
wants to
fans.
see what Artificer can do all the way up to whatever level we get to. All right, let's see. So character Mancer next. So first up, hit points. Roll 5, average. So at level 9, I get restorative reagents. So those experimental elixirs I have, whenever a creature drinks it, they now gain temporary hit points equal to 2d6 plus your intelligence modifier. I can also cast Lesser Restoration without expending a spell slot without preparing a spell, provided I use alchemist supplies as a spellcasting focus. So basically I can get rid of a little status effect, blind or whatever.
Yeah.
Nice.
You can do this a number of times equal to your intelligence modifier, and you regain all expended use when you finish a long rest. I think everybody proficiency bonus goes up by 1, so that's exciting.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Was that happening?
yeah.
I didn't even notice
Yeah.
that. That's a big level then.
That is.
Yeah.
Everybody got a +1 on everything basically.
Mhm.
Okay.
And
Wow.
then something exciting is that I now have access to 3rd level spell slots.
Now I gotta spawn more
Hmm.
creatures.
So I'm revamping some of my spells to
Shit.
incorporate. I only have 2 3rd level spell slots though.
I didn't know it was gonna be such a big lot. Two people are getting 3rd level spell slots, and everybody's getting a proficiency bonus. I need to do my homework on level 9.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm telling you. Just stick with the same class. So I'm deciding if I want 1 or 2 level 3 spells because I can't use them too many, but some of the level ones I got are kind of useless, and my number of spells again is determined by my intelligence modifier and my level. So no matter what, I have 8 spells I can choose from.
Okay.
I could
Yeah.
use 8 level 3 spells if I wanted to,
Right.
but not cast
But
all
you'd
of
have
them.
less. Yeah.
But I think I like Blink.
Blink?
I'm gonna break. There was some that I'm like, this is game breaking. It
I don't know.
seems.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Blink
That sounds
allows me to roll a
interesting.
d20 during the duration of the spell. For 11 or higher, I vanish from the current plane of existence and
Jesus
appear in the
Christ.
ethereal plane. So basically, I can attack, and then if I get 11 or higher, I disappear. And at the start of my next turn, if I'm in that plane, I return to an unoccupied space.
Like a Nightcrawler now? What the fuck?
Yeah.
I know. I'm trying to figure out how do I flavor my character. I think I've figured out how to.
It's like I like it. Something went awry. Like it's some kind of device, and it's like.
That's true. That's true. I discovered with that prototype arm of mine
Yeah.
that when I try to make a door, that's a good point. One day I'm creating this door just to go through a normal wall, and then all of a sudden I realize, wait, something happened, and I can enter this weird plane.
Yeah.
Travel amongst the planes of existence.
And so this spell lasts for a minute. So during a whole combat encounter, I could be doing this as long as I get 11 or higher.
So okay, it's a 50% chance to. I wonder if you could apply other like bonuses to that or no, because it's not an ability check. bet you
No, it just roll a
Just
d20.
roll a d20, yeah.
So no, I don't think you can like do a bardic inspiration. or
Right.
anything.
That's what I was trying to think. If you could
Yeah.
kind of game it a little bit. I wonder if you could use
Not-
inspiration at least.
I feel like
yeah.
anything that just says, when you're rolling a dice, do a thing.
But most of
Like,
them actually do say like ability check, attack
Yeah.
roll, saving throw. That's interesting though. I've never actually, I don't think any of us have done that spell.
I haven't decided what I might pick a second one just to give me more options because I don't know how useful that would be, But I like catnap. So 3 willing creatures can fall unconscious for the spell's duration, which is 10 minutes. And if they last that whole 10 minutes, they get the benefits of a short rest.
Oh,
Huh.
free short rest without having to actually stop.
If a target remains unconscious for the full duration, which like I said is 10 minutes. So basically I can give 3 people a short rest in 10 minutes and break.
That's one of those giving the middle finger to the DM spells right there.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't have time to short rest. Like,
rest?
all right.
Yes, we do.
You got
but
10
We got
minutes.
10 minutes then.
At least
3
three of us do.
I would feel a lot more satisfied because you're burning a 3rd level spell slot to do that, and it's for 3
True.
people. So I'd be like, yeah, that's
True.
fair enough.
While everybody's working on it, I'll decide what my second one is. But the other 2 I like are haste and tiny.
Fuck, you have access to haste.
Haste is fucking good.
Oh, that's such a good spell.
Give some of that cocaine to somebody.
Literally, I'm going to give you some cocaine.
Haste is.
I am an alchemist.
Yeah, get some dirt.
That's right. Turn it into cocaine.
Yeah.
Cocaine and meth. Just give it to you together.
Oh, God.
And then just straight dark
We're
side now.
just terrible addicts by the time
Drug
we're.
dealer.
All uppers all the time.
That's right.
Hey, maybe I will do that just for the story now.
That'd be
Mhm.
great.
I'm glad we
Mhm.
discussed this.
You've distilled Genocider into its purest form.
It's just, if I just boil Genocider down to powder, this is what it does.
Yeah. All right. Well, you see haste
Fucking
pop up, you know
Jack.
what happened.
Haste is such a good spell, and I feel like we haven't even used it that much in our games.
No.
Yeah, it'd be good for a Frey or
Oh my
Celeste,
god,
yeah.
Frey on cocaine would
It'd
be insane.
Yeah.
Frightening.
Yeah. I mean, I
All right,
don't
maybe
know.
I will. Maybe
Have
I
we
will
used
choose
it-
that one.
Have we used it since the first campaign? Because I feel like Reese using it on my characters was all I
That-
remember.
I remember that
Talus- yeah,
We also didn't quite rule it correctly, as I recall,
we
too.
didn't. Cal and I was getting away with a lot
He
of
was
shit.
getting a lot of shit. Yeah, he was real powerful.
It was the Kalinar rule.
Yeah.
Concentration. What's that?
Yeah.
But yes, that is level 9 alchemist.
What is your hit points, Mr. Level 9 Alchemist?
70.
All right. Bad for just not the front line.
I need to make an addendum to my spells.
Oh,
This just in. I already get speak with plants.
it's patch
because of
notes.
my primal awareness. Yeah.
Oh.
And I also get access to gaseous form.
Oh snap!
Right, one's gonna
so-
blink out of existence, the other one's gonna become a cloud.
Rochelle, maybe
Yeah.
you need to help
Right.
him with his level up.
Yeah, maybe.
If
And
you
then
could, if you
also
could prepare a little
daylight.
more ahead of time, that would
Mhm.
be.
Yeah.
It's just polite.
Yeah.
All right. So what are we taking in? Or do you have a choice yet? Or
The 2 of those are free. So
Okay.
the 2 I'm choosing are water breathing and daylight.
okay, daylight. Okay, the anti-vampire spell.
Yeah.
There's a lot of darkness here, so
Paul
I feel like
Robin's never
that's-
gonna sneak up on me.
that's right.
Yeah, there's a lot of darkness. All
Dark.
excellent work. Heather, tell us about Frey's level 9.
It's nowhere near as exciting as everybody else because I still took that one stupid level of fighter. So I'm just gonna take level 8 barbarian, which is just the generic ASI. Let's just roll for my hit points, see what I get. Oh no, I'll take the average.
How do we finally get less than?
Yeah, I got a 3.
Oh, caught up to us.
Ability score increase, and I'm going to be upping my Constitution score. So I can do.
We're getting too close to her.
It's the cocaine. She can like sense it, so she's like really pumping iron. So I can do the 1x2 or 2x1, and I choose to do the 1x2. So I'm going to up my Constitution by 2 points, which brings my Constitution to an 18.
Oh,
But that also
boy.
raises my what was it? It raises my armor class.
Yes.
Because my armor class is 10 plus my dex modifier plus my constitution modifier.
Mm.
So my armor class is going to go from a 15 to a 16, I think. So that'll be nice.
Yeah.
You only had a 16 constitution before this?
Yes.
She was relying entirely on her hit points to tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, my new hit points are now 119.
Oof. Good night.
Respectable.
So that one move, you got what, 20 hit points? I think I got a straight 100 last level.
I did.
Wow. Wow. Impressive.
Wait, it didn't up my constitution score to 18. Why does it still say 16? Let me close it and reopen it. Maybe I did something wrong.
Character match just straight up didn't work for me. I had to do it all manually.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I didn't check any of mine. I just relied on it.
Yeah, I didn't check mine either, so...
Oh, boy.
It seems like it. I have a proficiency of 4, so it seems like it
Okay.
worked.
So yeah.
If I hover over it, it says it's supposed to be 18, but it still reads a 16. That's weird.
Chris, tell us about Valravn.
Valravn, just gets some high-level spells. He gets a level 5 spell at level 9. And he gets to replace a spell. So he is taking the spells Psychic Lance, which makes a person take some damage, and on an intelligence saving throw, they are incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Hang on, you're
Which is-
underselling the spell. You unleash a shimmering lance of
Well-
psychic power from your forehead.
That's
Oh, yeah.
not what's gonna happen here. What's gonna happen here is Valravn is just gonna write a passage about a person having a brain aneurysm.
It does say in the next sentence, alternatively, you can utter a creature's name.
Yeah. Yes.
I think it would have been cooler if he had like those wonderful feather pins that he just like launched those.
Right.
He like flicked them.
Is it Billy?
70x
Yeah,
psychic
Oh,
damage.
is the name.
Incapacitated, and this target doesn't have to understand you or anything like that. Just you have to
No.
see them. That's the only thing.
I just see them. Yeah. Unless I know their name, and then I don't have to see them. And I
Oh,
can just
oh, I see.
write their name in my book, and they have a brain aneurysm.
If you have their address, you just have to think about them.
That's right. And a level 5 spell, Synaptic Static, which is the first like AoE damage spell this entire party
Jeez.
has actually taken. So it's a bunch of creatures in 20-foot radius sphere. All have brain aneurysms.
Do we get a choice?
I said all creatures.
Is this like my bow and arrow now?
That's right.
I mean,
Sorry.
I don't think
be
I can choose on
kind.
this one.
Always be
Yeah.
kind to your AoE mages. Is all I gotta say.
And then if they fail to save, they also subtract a d6 from all attack rolls and ability checks.
Wow, that's
So
salt in the
I,
wound
I
right
made
there.
sure that even my damage spells were debuffs.
You asshole. And you're slightly weakened
That's right.
as they just quiver and drool from their mouths.
That is it.
Wow.
And I will roll my d8.
You get one.
Ugh.
Oh, that was bad.
That was bad. I will take
Take the
that.
average.
You get one 5 spell slot or 2.
The slots I get 1 at 9. But all my other spell slots go up to 3. I have 3 4s, 3 3s, and 3 2s now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I got spell slots for days.
I have 4 rages now.
Nice.
Ugh.
I have an addendum to make.
Another patch
I'd
note.
also like to add things to my character.
I'm the only one who came prepared.
True.
Get
Yes.
those sticky notes out.
I forgot. So at certain levels, Artificer gets free spells to learn. I mean, it still counts spell slots, but at level 9, I gain gaseous form. So basically,
Everybody's got gaseous form these days.
I can
Well,
make
Dr.
anybody into
Tuesday.
gas. And then I have mass healing word as well.
Well, that's
Literally,
one.
there are no.
Jesus.
Every member of our party
I regret
can,
this level up.
can get around any traversal obstacle that Eric puts in front of us. One of us can climb on walls. One of us can run up walls. One of us can teleport, and two of us can either fly through insects or just turn into mist and fly up.
I dare him to stop us somehow.
All right, a volcano on one side, constant earthquakes in the middle. You're also 1,000 feet in the air, and you're all suffering brain aneurysms. That is a lot of things. What a big ass level! Holy crap!
My hit points are now 66, though. It's
Oh.
The barbarian has almost doubled you. which-
almost double.
almost doubled.
By the time this campaign is over, the barbarian will have doubled. My
Oh
hit
yeah,
points.
that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It was
My
just a
goal is
matter
to
of
hit
time.
200 hit points at some point.
God damn.
That would be amazing.
Something else.
That would be impressive.
Bet that'd be a great feeling. Nothing
You.
can kill you.
4 special dice.
So if
4
you haven't already,
rangers.
you can. I'm switching to this map because you all can click on your token and then click the long rest button if you haven't already. But obviously, this is a long rest that you are all getting. And it's only been a day since you were gone, so pretty much everything I said about how the towns are doing remains the same. Everything's super packed. It's still in crisis mode. Refugees from other towns are everywhere. And things are looking really, really grim. Food is running out. Some people are trying to leave, or they are leaving. Bryn Shander's not stopping them, to try and go back to their old towns and homes and see if they can rebuild. Others are maybe not able to travel or just think it's better if they just stay here in Bryn Shander. Some folks are just straight up trying to leave Icewind Dale at this point, which is hard because this is their home, but with things as bad as they are. And at this point, a lot of the rumors are that this Permanite is not worldwide. It's simply just localized here in the Dale. So a lot of people are actually leaving en masse to go south along the 10 trail. Did we need to divvy any loot last time, or did we get through all that as well? I actually don't recall. It's been...
I think we got through all that.
I think we got through the loot, at least.
Okay.
What we didn't do, I remember, is that Valravn was going to beg Celeste to attempt some healing.
Oh yeah, you are suffering a critical injury, aren't you?
Yeah, forget which one it was. I think I like fractured my leg or something.
Yeah, because Edmund only has the minor scar from
Right.
the mammoth. You straight up got a crushed leg.
Yep, I got a crushed leg. That's right.
Seems uncomfortable.
It is.
Yeah, as per our rules, I believe a medicine check can be attempted once per day.
Medicine.
And oh shoot, well, okay.
Wow,
gonna give
she
her a
did it.
bardic-
I'll take that.
I was gonna give her a bardic inspiration, but that
Too late,
you're
she
good.
felt inspired.
weren't. You
That was a DC 20 check, and she succeeded on the hell out of that.
Wow.
DC
All right.
Yeah. I mean, it's meant to be like you gotta pay for it, but if you can try and roll this really difficult.
Let's
check.
just like walk up and just like kick my leg, like snap it into place like that.
Bite on this.
Yeah.
All right. Fixes the leg with just her own skill and talent. When you guys return to town, the one thing that's different is that Ballista seems a lot changed by the experience. She has been through a lot lately, between the first meeting of the dragon, which freaked her out, and then the first fight with the giant, which freaked her out, and then having the dragon even anywhere, that giant ancient dragon anywhere near you guys, and having you guys run back to the wagon and have to pull off. And then the most recent endeavor was when you all exited the most recent dungeon and had that giant had her by the scruff of the neck, was ready to kill her. And she is now like, she's kind of very awkwardly like comes up to whichever one of you she probably trusts the most at this point, and very shyly
turning in her 2 weeks notice,
and shyly says like, yeah, she's like, I don't think I'm strong enough for this. I don't level up like you all do. Maybe I could stay here in town and help out a little bit. They've got animals that need helping. I could help in their stables, but it seems too dangerous to be with you.
Fine, just go.
Have you
But make
arranged
sure.
replacement driver and replacement cook for stuff?
I don't know. Guess nobody would work for cheap as me.
We
Who's
only
going to
ask.
run the genocider stand, if not you, dear?
Yeah. Go ahead, Ray.
Right, we ask that you create a genocider stand in the town you attend.
I get to start my own franchise.
Yes, that is what we are saying.
We trust her?
I mean, she's been through a lot.
We've been running the shop out of the wagon for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
She's proof she can do it.
So she's actually getting a promotion then
She's getting her
But I
own.
mean-
of the Bryn Shander office.
She really is. It's a lateral move more like than a promotion. It's the same pay, except for now she's gonna have to pay us 85% of her profits.
85%.
It's the franchise fee. It's where they get you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, of course, yes. I will try my best. She's only still understanding about half of what you're actually saying, but she seems pleased at the fact that you are allowed. She feels like she's like an indentured servant at this point for you all. The fact that you are, yeah, and
But
she's
this contract she'll continue to be.
that's right. She'll sign whatever paperwork. She has no signature. The big X. But yeah, she will open up her own little store. She seems to be a good cook, and she cooks everything with your signature drink of genocider and gets the entire town hooked eventually. But ingredients are running out, so it is still dire straits, I say.
We have to come visit her and resupply every once in a while.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, genocider.
It's like a little mobile game where you got a little thing in the upper left corner. It's like list of
right.
supply is getting low on the bar. Yeah.
Eventually, we're gonna have to get her like security because the other shopkeepers are gonna be pissed that she has stuff and they don't.
Mhm.
They're gonna try to like shake her down.
She's gonna need to hire some muscle for sure.
Gray's got that covered.
If there's anything else you need to do in town, let me know. Otherwise, you guys enjoy a long rest, and you don't have to meet with Speaker Shane. It just seems like it's everything that the town leadership can do to just keep this situation under control. And you know, if they even sees you, it's a question of like, please save us, essentially. But as I said, it's only been a day since you were last here, so it's not, you know, like things have progressed.
Are there any more trolls around here?
No more trolls. Yeah, your troll regen has worn off now with the long rest. You enjoyed it. Setting off east. The east way is actually busier than you really ever seen it since you arrived. There's lots of foot and wagon traffic heading to and from Bryn Shander. As I mentioned, there's either exasperated refugees still headed to Bryn Shander, or the opposite, grimly determined townsfolk yearning to head back and rebuild, or maybe just check on their homes and stores and livelihoods. That takes a few hours, and then you make it to East Haven. The first time you've been to East Haven since it was in the middle of being destroyed by the Shardalin dragon, and it is a grim sight. The town remains blackened and charred, the oppressive smell of death and destruction. Only the town hall and several handfuls of random buildings remain standing. Groups of people dither here and there, some trying to search for survivors, others clearly just looking for loot, although it's hard to tell if they're actually like the people that own the place searching for belongings, or people just trying to capitalize on the chaos and trying to find something. You're pretty sure you'll find absolutely no respite here, and you're not sure if East Haven will ever fully recover.
Haven, that was the town with the Druidess, and the burning of wizards, right?
Yes, that was all of that town where we've been to East Haven quite a few times now, and then you fought the Dwerger in East Haven, and then most recently you went through East Haven, had all these different little mini adventures while the dragon was destroying it, and then ultimately culminated in the town hall battle with the Umber Hulk popping up and killing the town speaker, and then you all witnessed the Frost Druid dying when she handed you the artifact, which ultimately did help out in bringing down the dragon. But unfortunately, East Haven was at the forefront of one of the first towns that got attacked, and so they didn't get any proper warning like the other town. Thanks to you all, you were able to save a lot of the other, at least the people, because you weren't really able to stop the dragon until it reached the 9th town of the 10-town circuit.
Right.
You set off east. So who's driving now? Because you don't have Ballista.
Who knows? No one is.
No one.
Just the autopilot. the reindeer know how to do. Everybody's just befuddled all of a sudden.
No one bothered to learn how to drive the wagon.
It's Mr. Burns sitting in the back of the car, just trying to figure out like why it's not going.
It's a ghost pilot. Oh no.
They're like, oh, okay, we know where to go. It was like the goat incident. They're smarter than humans.
I feel like Frey would have some knowledge. I mean, she was able to wrangle the mammoth.
Fine. This will be interesting. I usually sit in the back of the cart anyway.
Yeah, there's I mean, these are very well trained. Unless you're in an actual like situation where you like a dangerous situation where you have to command them. There's not like animal handling checks or anything. It's just the purposes of who's up top riding around.
Yeah, I'll do it. Frey doesn't ride inside the cart anyway.
Right. All right, you set off even more east as we are headed towards Wormdoom Crag, and it is a lengthy journey, 24 miles across the tundra from East Haven. You already traveled for a couple hours, so it's probably, late morning, and you imagine it's going to be, supper time by the time you make it to what is the Goliath encampment of Wormdoom Crag, which you were invited to from the... I have to do a lot of recapping. From the Goliath whom you had met in the Dwerger dungeon, along with Valen. And he actually accompanied you all the way through and helped battle the dragon. And then... Yes, Kapunuk. And then afterwards, he left to go back to his people, but before he did, he invited you all to come visit them. So you are following up on that. So, you set off on the wagon for several hours. After a few hours, you feel the whipping winds of a blizzard in the distance, but you're able to kind of track it, and it never quite crosses your path where you have to go super out of its direction. But you all have done a lot of tundra travel now, where you're pretty good about trying to stay ahead of any really dangerous weather. After about 4 hours of travel time, first I want to ask, what's traveling like for you all at this point when you travel in this wagon and for a long extended period of time?
We all miss Ballista.
Yeah.
We're just all like thinking about her the whole time.
It turns out she was the glue. None of you actually like each other. It's just awkward silence for hours.
She was our moral compass.
And I wonder what Ballista's doing right now.
Hey, do you think she's doing that thing that she used to do? That was really funny. No, I bet so.
But she's making those really good tarts that she used to make for us all the time.
It probably smells a lot nicer in the wagon, which is disconcerting.
Raven's probably huddled up in his cloak, trying to keep warm, and probably just writing the whole time, and probably talking a lot, like more than anybody else would like.
Speaking of which, I think you have a feat that goes off when you rest. Am I right?
Oh yeah. That's.
Do we need to apply that?
You do need to apply that, which we don't have it. We're on the world maps. We got our tokens on the left-hand side, right?
Yes, you do.
So yeah, everybody, I'll roll it.
This is the inspiring leader.
That's right. So I can spend way more than 10 minutes. Varov is just talking this entire trip.
Unfortunately, the players only know they have to listen. There's really have to listen to 10 minutes to get the effect, but you do talk for hours upon hours.
Varov's the road trip guy who just thinks of something to talk about like every few minutes, even though the other people keep turning the radio up.
You can't allow any silence whatsoever.
Yeah.
You start passing things. Whoa, look at that snow dune over there.
That snow dune reminds me of something from my childhood.
It's Bunny Rock.
But yeah, everybody gets temporary hit points equal to 9 plus 5. 14.
Oh, we don't
I thought it was 15
get to
before.
roll.
Yeah.
Was it 15? Yeah, I thought it was 15 before too. Why? Your level
You
plus
cheating
your
before.
charisma- Maybe I
Turns
was.
out.
I don't know how I got to 15 before.
Look, he's a writer, not a mather.
Yeah, it's 14.
His magic is
I've become
by his math
slightly
skills.
worse by telling stories.
Somehow.
So everybody gets 14 temporary hit points.
Yes.
What is your charisma modifier? Is a plus 5?
5. Yep.
Okay. Wish we were a die roll. That'd be more fun.
It would be, yeah.
You have a chance to die.
What?
Edmund, you get to roll for your artificer thing too, and yes, and all your.
I already did. I got a bottle of healing
Oh, I
and a
missed
bottle
that.
of flight.
Okay.
And then I'm going to make an animal appear.
And
Let's
I
see
think,
what-
sorry to interrupt you. Thanks to a someone in the comments, we realized that only the first potion he makes has to be rolled, and in the future, if he uses spell slots to make potions, he can just choose what potion he makes with the spell slot. We had been missing that rule for a long time.
Is
So
that
give me
in the
options,
text?
but I like
Yeah.
the two that popped up this time, so I didn't do it.
Okay.
But yes, if I make more, I can choose. Although I guess I could technically create more healing potions, and then with my alchemist reagent, that gives you even more healing.
Hmm.
Yes, my perfect way to give you guys drugs.
Oh my gosh.
First, you trust these healing potions I give you.
Yeah.
Soon
Now
I'll
we're
be
just
adding
a
a little
test
something
subject.
extra
Start
in
growing
for-
beards on every character.
Say, Edmund's taking a turn into viewing us as like chemical test
All right,
subjects.
Mr. Turn, I learned nothing but brain aneurysm spells over here. Went from
You know,
writer
that
to...
may happen soon. So, but no, I like the two I got, so I'm not going to spend any extra spell. I mean, spell outs for now. Since I don't know what's coming up, but I do want to make an animal appear. So let me roll a d10.
Keep meaning to make a
A
table for you.
6. I get another reindeer.
Wait,
Okay.
did you do that inside the cart?
Yeah, I threw it at Valravin while he was talking.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right, what do you do with this reindeer?
We
That's-
shoo it outside and then make it pull the cart. for
Help
now.
pull the car with the others.
We only have 3 now, right?
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
you only have 3. They did not have another one to resupply you with either. They're whatever animals they've got are either just barely keeping them alive or have been butchered for their meat, basically.
Yeah.
After about the halfway point of 4 hours of travel or so, Celeste, you hear a voice in your mind. It's soft at first, like you think it's maybe just the wind whistling outside, or maybe just your imagination. But as you continue traveling for a few minutes, it begins to grow a bit louder and louder until you feel this pressure building in your head, and you realize it's a voice repeating a message that you're pretty sure only you can hear. And the message says, Nautiloid down, emergency protocols enabled, crew safe, but vessel imperiled, psi crystal needed, come at once.
Oh boy, not again. I'm going to share this information with the party. I think before, when Celeste felt like pressure in her head. She kind of kept that all in a download, but everyone kind of knows at this point my backstory. So I'm gonna share this with everyone.
Character development.
So, guys, not to alarm anybody, but I do think they're trying to abduct me again. I just am throwing that out there, not to alarm, but just maybe be on the lookout. Someone does want this side crystal back.
Where do you normally keep it, like in a pocket, or
I picture it like I picture it like on a necklace.
Okay.
I've always just pictured it like right here.
Okay. It is pulsing like it never has before, and you feel it, and in your mind, tugging you in a direction. Specifically to the northeast.
Do we know what's up that direction?
I
Like,
mean, you're looking at the map.
Map-wise. Well, I'm not looking at the map because I have my dumb laptop. Hold on. I can only see so many things at once.
That's fair. You don't have anything immediately up there, at least for miles and miles that you know of, but you are feeling this message, and even as your reindeer continue trotting just eastward, you do feel it getting a little bit louder and more clearer with that message. Like initially you couldn't understand it or even tell it was a message before, but even as you've just been heading east, it's been getting clearer and stronger.
Do I have any idea who it's coming from? Like if it's a friend or foe?
You're not sure, but it is coming at you telepathically. And you feel like it is definitely tied to the side crystal that you have. And the message, I'll repeat it, says, Nautiloid down, emergency protocols enabled, crew safe, but vessel imperiled, psi crystal needed, come at once.
I am going to try to ignore and resist that urge.
What do the rest of you react to? She tells you this information.
I'm driving the cart, so I don't hear any of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Remind us, where did you get this crystal from?
Worried right now.
I can help remind if you need me to, because it was a while ago when you got this crystal.
That'd be great.
All right, another recap previously on.
Surprise, surprise! I don't remember.
So it's fair because this was actually a legitimately long time ago, which is awesome that this has this kind of connection. So during one of your very first adventures, in fact, I think it was the first adventure
so young.
you had as 10 Towns Marshals. Yeah, very naive
2
and
weeks
hopeful.
ago.
Years ago.
Two weeks of in-game time, but yeah. It was in the mines of Tourmaline. When you went down into the mine, and there was a bunch of kobolds in there, Celeste tried to flee, ran into a trap, and went down, which was still a memorable moment for me. You all ended up fighting a grell that came up out of the Underdark, and were jumping on it and doing all those crazy shenanigans and met with the kobolds. At some point during that excursion, Celeste had found a really creepy, tentacled, alien-looking skull, and inside that skull was this crystal. And you took it, and at one point you and Frey fought over it because Frey thought it was kind of possessing you or something, and it always seemed to have a strange effect on you, and it ended up granting you the ability to speak with others telepathically. And it has been with you for a long time, and you recently even tried to get rid of it, deattune to it, and you weren't not able to do that.
Thank you for the recap.
You're welcome. That'll be $5.
I didn't realize you could talk to us telepathically. This whole time you haven't talked to me telepathically.
I've done it a couple of times, but mostly I think I just did it to freak people out. At one point I utilized that just to like get in someone's head, like literally.
Mm-hmm.
As a prank.
Celeste.
That's how she's used these unnatural powers.
For pranking.
For pranking.
You attempt to resist this call even as the pressure builds in your head. I need an intelligence saving throw from you.
Oof.
Meanwhile, we are just continuing on the journey that we are on.
Yeah.
Frey has no idea.
I continue to sharpen my bow.
Mm-hmm. Celeste, you take 7 psychic damage and gain a level of
Oh.
exhaustion.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. No
And-
more resisting.
And you feel like you could keep trying, but it's gonna get like, it literally feels like an intense pressure that's very, very uncomfortable.
It's the DM's way of telling you he's serious.
I will hurt you.
It'll hurt you.
All right. Well, then if Frey is driving the wagon, I'm going to telepathically tell her
Mm.
that we need to go to the northeast or I'm going to die. No context.
No contact.
I'm like a seagull flying out to sea now.
At this point, this is when Frey reminds the party her intelligence modifier is -1, so she has no flipping clue it's Celeste who's saying any of this shit.
Hello,
Yeah.
hallucinating.
Hello? Who said that?
There's a voice inside your mind telling you to go north so that you may die, I think.
I don't want to die. I'm not going north. Her whiz is 0 and her intelligence is -1. Frey is not smart.
Edmund is taking notes of Frey talking to herself to see what next potion he's going to make.
I'll climb up there with Frey and just explain to her, look, it's hard to explain, but we have to go north right now. We have to turn.
Why?
Because there's a vessel that's in danger and it's an emergency in the Psi crystal and we just have to go.
Why?
It's aliens, I think. Like we just look, all right, Frey.
Not
Look,
saying it's aliens,
what's it
but
Do the aliens need to die?
The Morbius meme. I don't fully understand. It has something to do with Spider-Man, I think.
Aliens.
We just have to go north. What's it gonna cost?
I'll think of something later.
tell her the aliens are full of loot. I don't get it.
Frey cares less
I'm
about fruit.
sure
She does not care for loot.
Plenty of things up there to slaughter.
Things to eat.
Ask for one of her fingers.
Yeah.
Frey,
Oh,
have you
you
ever
just-
eaten alien flesh before? That's a novel concept.
She just used the phrase that Frey needed to go north, which was lots of things to slaughter. So
Yeah.
Frey's like,
There you
"Alright,
go.
let's go.
There are living creatures up there. Some of them might mean you harm. I'm there. You son of a bitch, I'm in. All right, Frey, you turn the reins and start heading northeast. And much to your relief, Celeste, it's awkward because that volume just gets more intense in your head, but you feel that danger's pressure isn't you still feel it, but it's not painful like it was when you were trying to ignore it or even leave that zone of influence. Even as you all travel, and you travel for this happens for like an hour, and then like hour 2, and still you're hearing it. However, after about the second hour, and a lot of you are like, all right, Celeste, what the fuck at this point? You do not hear the message, but you do feel a pressure in your heads, all of you. And it's almost like you just got like, you feel like, oh man, I'm going to get a headache coming on. But it's very strange because all of you are getting this feeling. Only Celeste can still actually hear the message, but you all feel some kind of effect in your heads. It just almost like a head cold or something. Uncomfortable.
Are these your abductors in our minds, Celeste? Is that what is happening to us?
Wish I could say I'm not really sure.
The whole time, Celeste, this message has been repeating to you like once a minute, every minute. So whatever that effect is having on your
great.
sanity.
So, like I've gone crazy. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, like,
Rainbow,
Robin
4 to the left, 6 to the right.
Robin just tries to ask me, and I just repeat the phrase back to him over and
Yep.
over. Whatever the cruise
Yeah.
is safe, but the vessel is in danger.
Yep.
Emergency.
I think they broke Celeste.
Yeah. Frey, you're driving. up ahead, after again about 2 hours of you heading in this other northerly direction, you see what looks like large egg-colored and egg-shaped spheres in the snow.
She's not smart, but she's curious.
Which is just the best thing to have in a player, I feel like.
Especially the one driving the wagon.
That's right. You definitely want the one driving the wagon to be the curious
Dumb
one.
and curious.
Dumb and curious.
If there's like a little window, like where she is, that leads inside, she'll bang on it and be like, "Do you see this? Look! Look! There's eggs!
Yeah. You see,
Marvin, did you piss off another dragon?"
you see at least one, and then in a little bit of a distance, maybe like 20, 30 feet away, you see like another one.
Do
And
they look intact?
no, they look like they've been broken. They look damaged, but you'd have to inspect them to get more information.
How close am I?
I mean, the wagon can get pretty close. There's nothing else around them.
Well, I don't know if I want to put the wagon that close.
True. Good point. Oh! Did we learn about getting too close to odd things in the snow? Did we?
Well, no, she would literally just stop the wagon and then just jump off and go look at it.
Yeah.
So she learned nothing about getting too close. She just knows better than to take your one mode of transportation somewhere too close.
I mean, you can get as close as you want, is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, going right up to it.
Okay.
Axe out, tap on it.
Okay, so you're jumping down. What are the rest of you doing?
Trying to figure out how to clamber out.
You can clearly see this from the wagon, but if you want to again inspect it, it would require you to.
Out the window, you just see Frey going.
I hop on my reindeer and follow her.
Hop on the reindeer and follow.
Robin will start the ritual casting where he's just writing a passage in his book of detecting magic. So in a few minutes, he'll be able to detect magic.
Okay, that's great timing because she's already tapping on the damn
Yeah,
thing.
that's right.
Mhm.
It's a little late now, but
Everybody else just chilling in the wagon. So Frey, you come up to this egg, and first of all, you all start recognizing this. You've seen this before. Holy crap! I'm going to do another fucking previously.
Oh, it's the egg thingy with the thing inside of it.
Yes.
Sounds familiar.
From the
which I think technically is still on top of our wagon.
I think that is correct. I think you've been hauling this egg thing around for quite some time.
We literally never did anything with it.
Yeah, it came up at least once before where you guys thought about, like, I think when we got to Sunblight, you're like, should we do some of this egg? And ultimately it just kind of sat there. It's Chekhov's egg that we introduced. But so previously when you guys went to the Goblin encampment at the behest of Ballista and the chief, and they had found one of these eggs out in the tundra, and it was sealed, and Celeste was able to open it, and out was this odd semi-feral humanoid creature which was ready to attack you all, and then Valrobin, I think, cast suggestion and had it go back in. You just closed the box and we're like, all right, we'll deal with this some other time. I don't know if Celeste has told the rest of you. This part I actually don't recall, but Celeste, what you remember is that you emerged from one of these.
What?
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
That sounds about right.
That's how you ended up in the tundra when you first came up and met the group. And you only had brief flashes of how you ended up there. So
Did you even see that, or did we just see?
No, you
Celeste
never saw it. You
walk
just saw her
up?
walk up. Yeah, she was some distance away from that. But you seeing this, Celeste, probably triggers those memories. And when you look out the window and see this, and Frey, when you see it, unlike the other one that you guys saw, which was perfectly intact and sealed up, this one has been torn open violently, it looks like. And inside you see just blood.
Tap. Tap, tap.
I mean,
Disconcerting.
it's open because it's been torn open, as I mentioned. I mean, you can tap on it if you want, but it's just there's just blood inside, from what you can tell.
Celeste sees the egg and just now is rocking back and forth, repeating the same message over and over. Now just completely useless.
Yeah.
Do I see anything besides blood inside of it?
Not for that one. I mean, it looks like there's some weird, like, dials and confusing, maybe even like look like little fleshy wires going in and out. It all looks very sciencey and strange to you.
Sciencey and strange.
That's the technical term, anyway.
Edmund!
I'm right behind you. On the reindeer.
Yeah, Edmund's riding a reindeer.
You look at this while I go check out the other one.
Interesting.
You like that
Doesn't look
sciencey shit.
Doesn't look like Chardonnay to me, so I don't think I care.
It is not Chardonnay, no.
Take a look at it anyway.
It's got some pretty odd material in there, Edmund, and what's also odd is a lot of it is flesh and not metal. It's organic in nature in a lot of these.
The egg thing?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's like chitin.
I'm gonna go over
Can I
to
look
the
at
other
it?
one.
Sure, yeah, Thimbleweed can buy. Thimbleweed's like organic.
Right? That's
Chitin.
me.
Chitin seems more like a bug.
I'm
thing.
40% chitin.
It hurts so much.
I could use some of this. Frey, you get to the other one, and this one is also torn open, but has a body inside. This one seems to have about 40% of a human body in there, and it looks like it's been completely frozen. What's there has just been frozen. Just a popsicle.
Had a popsicle I didn't.
Yeah. Fair enough.
There's one Frey would enjoy. But I don't see anything else inside other than like the same buttons and shit from the other one.
Yeah, it looks pretty similar. You don't see anything, but what you do is suddenly hear a rumbling under your feet, and you all look around for a second, and the snow in two different places just explode upwards, and you see this large
Damn snowman again.
bestial creature emerge with this massive maw and feet, and it somehow, even though it's very large looking, flies out of the ground. One of them goes hurtling at the wagon and just crashes into the reindeer, the wagon, and our two folks that are still inside.
I'm almost done with my detect magic spell, guys.
You could have waited just a few more minutes. This is not magic, though. This is just funsies. I need Valravn and Celeste to give me either a strength or dexterity saving throw.
Okay. A decent dex saving throw. Let's try that. Not bad.
Yeah. And then another one explodes. Exact same creature leaps out right at the Edmund, mounted on the reindeer, and Thimbleweed. I need both of you to do the same thing. Give me either a strength or dex save.
Now, do I roll mine or do I roll a reindeer?
The reindeer's going to have to roll it as well.
Oh,
Reindeer's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, reindeer's probably dead.
no, my reindeer that I'm riding.
Yeah.
Was dead.
Yeah, that one's going to have to roll too, but it's probably dead. I'll be honest with you, it's not going to go very well.
All right, here's Edmund rolling.
Oh dear.
I can't do anything about that number. And do I have a reindeer sheet? Let me see. Reindeer. What is a reindeer? So Dex
What is
is
a
plus
reindeer?
0. Great.
What makes a reindeer a reindeer?
Does the reindeer have a proficiency bonus? Nope.
Not unless, yeah, it would list it on there if it does.
All right, reindeer, save me. Oh my gosh.
8's not gonna work. Let's see. So it's a 3d6 plus 4 and another 3d6 plus 4.
My gosh.
3d6 plus 4. And so that is the bludgeoning. D6 plus 4. And that is the slashing. That was some good damage. On a successful save, the creature takes only half the total damage, which is 35. Is that correct? 10, 20, 35, I think. So if you fail the save, you take 35 damage. And you are pushed 5 feet away as you are knocked out and knocked prone. If you make the save, then you take only half damage.
Is that 17 or 18?
17.
Okay.
And all your reindeer collapse in a heap
Of happiness.
of happiness. That's the way they wanted to go, it turns
Just-
out.
Raspberry jam.
See, this is where the DM realized, oh fuck, they got too high of an upgrade for going to the next level, so now I'm gonna take away their shit.
I'm going to take it on the reindeer.
On the reindeer!
Poor defenseless animals.
Hey,
Notice
level up.
notice how I gave your goblin out, though, because I did feel bad about this one.
She's gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, is this some kind of like unconscious thing the bullet's doing, or are these reindeer just dead?
They're toast.
Oh, they're fucking dead. They got
Okay,
slamma-jammed. Yeah, this was
Is this a surprise
Yes.
round?
Yeah, that was a surprise round.
Bullet come out and go,
Because-
boom shakalaka.
Yeah.
I would like to remind the DM I do have some feral instinct,
That's true.
and I get to act on surprise rounds so long as I go into a rage first.
Okay, I will let you act right now with whatever you
And
want to
seeing
do.
my wonderful pet reindeer
do
that
it.
I've recently just learned to enjoy talking to because nobody else was out there.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's angry and she's gonna rage.
Okay. I will let
And then-
you your thing. What was the, by the way, what was the saves of? So Celeste made it, Thimbleweed made it.
Everyone made it except for Edmund and the reindeer.
Gotcha. Okay. So those of you that didn't make it, you take 17 damage.
So
You are-
is this creature leaping into the wagon? Is that what's happening?
Yeah,
inside the
yeah,
wagon?
literally just violently just rushed the entire area. Basically was aiming mostly for the reindeer, but because it's got such a large space, those of you in the wagon feel this crunching effect and get knocked, basically thrown out of the wagon, and the wagon even like partially collapses and crunches as a result.
Great.
Because I believe you're knocked 5 feet even if you make the damage, even if you make the save, you're just not knocked prone.
pushed
Mhm.
out of the bullet. How do you
Yeah.
pronounce it? Space. Okay.
So Frey gets down on all fours and grows some claws and just starts running at the closest bullet
Okay.
to
What's,
do her
what's the
thing.
damage on a save when you success?
17.
17.
17 was the successful save damage.
Lordy.
You're going to turn into a Wendigo again.
I hope not. We're about to find out though. And then I'll go ahead and reckless attack too, because we haven't even gone into turn order yet, so why not?
Do it.
$21
That will hit. Got a
for 16. Ah, so close to a crit. So close.
jeez.
Wrap damage though.
That's pretty good. Oh, this appears to be a large, meaty creature. And here is your picture. Massive, massive mouth. Just. And despite its girth, it seems to be pretty fast and capable of just leaping very violently from underground. And you can see where it left, there's just like giant gaping tunnel holes in the ground.
You guys aren't even tunneling through the snow. They're tunneling through the actual, like the earth under the snow.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a main round.
Yeah. I need some initiative, please, folks.
Oh, actually, Everybody remember that you have the temporary hit points. I just
Oh,
forgot.
good one. Yes.
Oh, I
That
don't
is-
anymore.
Yeah, the
That is
temporary-
true.
These creatures just took away their 10 hit points, basically.
I mean, that's what they're there for. It's a shield. That's
That's right.
Ah,
So that's 30.
I hate that Edmund's initiative plus thing is only 0.01 higher than mine. So if we were ever to roll the same number, it's
would
just
always go first.
0.01.
0.01.
well, Robin. It looks like you rolled a nat 20, but unfortunately, I believe you have disadvantaged initiative rolls, so I don't think you actually take that nat 20.
No,
so.
but it is still at 20.
Yeah.
Because my dex is a +4.
Yeah, it's 20 is still his roll number, but he doesn't get the
It doesn't count as a crit.
doesn't
Right.
count as a
It
crit.
doesn't count as a crit.
Yeah,
So it's 16.
because it would have been a
plus 4, which is 20.
24, I think,
Would
right?
have been
If you-
24.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no pew. It's just a 20.
Yeah.
It's still very good for Robin.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna start with Edmund.
I'm prone.
Yeah, you were
Oh,
violently
reindeer.
knocked off of your reindeer, but this thing just came crashing down.
All the reindeer. Ah, Thimbleweed. You think you can tame these creatures to pull the wagon for us?
Give me a few weeks and
Lots of sedatives.
Have to break them first.
I must
Ah,
break them.
Hands up. Brushes some snow off of him, and he's gonna throw a Charlatan Band of Binding at the number 1. 18.
18 does hit. The binds wrap around that creature.
Will this make it
and-
easier, Thimbleweed?
Restrains.
I shall call him Robert Boulay.
Excellent.
All right, whatever it takes. We need something to pull the wagon for us.
Dude, that wagon's destroyed.
It's not looking too good.
Yeah, as we look at the wagon, does it look like it's capable of even being run at the moment?
I mean, if you had a full, like, machine shop that you could pull up to, you feel like you could maybe do something, but out here, it's
4
not...
wheels, 2 axles. That's all we need.
Shall I train them to fix wagons also?
That costs extra.
Because I do not know how.
I think that's my full action.
Yeah.
Right. Can you give me back my little Charlatan homunculus?
No, I totally forgot about that. Charlatan
I know,
homunculus?
I didn't need him, and so I haven't asked you for him, but I just like to see him.
I didn't see his face right now.
What the fuck did we do with that? What? Shoot.
It's a little dragon thing.
It was a mini version of the Charlatan Dragon.
You remember what it was called? Was
The
it
comfort homunculus.
It was
Oh,
just a Charlatan Dragon.
Hmm
Oh, you mean, is it in our...
Literally trying to find it.
We called it Alan.
That's not
Here we
what I
go.
mean. Would it be under homunculus? Shoot.
I'm
Why do I
positive
not have
that-
access to that?
Well, I'm not positive that you didn't just take the Charlatan Dragon and just make it smaller.
It might have been.
I thought you did. I thought that sort of was.
How do you spell homunculus? I don't-
H-O-M-U.
Homu. Come on, homunculus.
Euless.
I don't think I've got
Anyway.
homunculus in here. Yeah, I might have just had a small picture of the dragon. I think Chris is right.
Well, that's the end of my turn, but yeah, if you can find him.
Sure, yeah, I will pull out. I think Chris is right. I think I literally just took the actual dragon and shrunk it down to a small size.
Resize a token.
Actually,
Suddenly, the Charlatan dragon appears.
sweet. He's bigger than he was before. Actually, before I do, let me see. What can I do? You turn in combat. Show you it takes a turn. You can move your action. Let's take a bonus action to command it to take an action in its stat block. So seeing that the I don't have control over it, but seeing that the bullet is restrained now. I have advantage, right?
Like an Arrested Development skit where everyone pronounces this word a different way.
I just imagine him with little French hats, little berets, and smoking a cigarette.
Bullet!
Bully.
I have come to kill you.
Well, I'm going to use my bonus action to make my homunculus do a force strike, which is just that one target you can see.
Are you just kicking the homunculus at them?
Go!
So a hit 1d plus 4. So how do I hit? 1d20 plus range, so dexterity.
Does this have its own stat block?
Yeah, it has a homunculus stat block.
We'll use that.
There you go. Will a 16 hit? Oh, wait, I have advantage.
You have advantage.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Will a 16 hit?
16 does not hit.
Oh.
Got tough hide.
All right. Now it's in my turn.
All right, Frey. Target's now.
You skipped Valrobin.
Did?
Mm-hmm.
You did.
Oh. Well, Robin.
Somehow.
Sorry.
Well. I wasn't prepared.
I thought I was gonna be skipped. This creature is now has effectively crashed like halfway into the wagon, so you've actually got a little bit of it's almost like horror movie where something was coming at you, and now it's like you've got a barrier between you and it just is very satisfied at having destroyed all of these reindeer.
Yeah.
Clearly looking for food.
It's going to eat us. All right, let's try one of my new spells.
Yeah.
The bulette right in front of me. While Robin will begin backing away slowly as this thing starts chomping through the wagon. But he'll begin writing in his book. But as the fearsome tunneling creature bit into the wood of the wagon, a rusty nail pierced the palate of its mouth, and the rust went immediately to its brain.
Oh no!
Jeez.
Instant tetanus.
Where it explodes, the aneurysm sitting there.
That's exactly.
This sounds increasingly far-fetched, frankly. Is this some kind of psychic lance? All right. We're breaking out the big guns. I like it.
Actually, before he does that, also, I want to make sure this goes off. Because he doesn't want to get eaten by a bulette.
That's fair.
So he is also going to write some passages about the bulette getting wood stuck in its teeth and finding that quite uncomfortable, unsettling even.
Would be unsettling. All right, so that's a wisdom save.
Yep. DC 16 wisdom saving throw.
It says intelligence.
Oh, no, you're right. Intelligence.
Whoops.
It's an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence.
Yep.
Ooh, these are not smart.
Wow.
Not very smart at all. I rolled a nat 1, by the way, folks.
Wow.
Like, I thought my intelligence modifier was bad.
Yeah, these are
Yeah.
just pure mindless monstrosities.
Can I go ahead and roll my D8? So
Go
he
for it.
technically got a negative 10.
Negative 10. All right, I think that's a fail.
So he takes 30 psychic damage,
Good God, man.
and he is incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Wow. Okay. I have to use a different icon than the one that I did before.
Restrained.
Yeah.
What does incapacitated mean?
Ignore
I
that.
think he just can't take actions. or
That is
reactions.
correct, yeah. Oddly enough, it doesn't mean anything other than he can't take actions or reactions. There is no other
Yeah.
advantage, disadvantage, nothing about that, but... Oddly enough, it can still move,
That is interesting.
which I've complained before about conditions of 5e. I'm not gonna do it again, but
I mean, it can only run away. It can't like run away and attack someone else. That's the
correct.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's almost like it's been feared, but not really.
it's weird. All right, that was a turn. Frey,
All right.
still raging.
I am still raging. Well, if this one's all bound up in chains, she doesn't want to attack that one. There's no sport in that. So
Oh.
she'll run over here.
I'm sorry to say they've both been debuffed, so I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, but this one's not wrapped up in chains. It's
True.
not like shooting fish in a barrel.
Sure, fair.
It just can't take reactions. So...
You
But
can
so
still
she will.
reckless
She
attack.
will reckless attack. Yeah.
You just want a reckless attack. That's all.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
all you want to do.
Make my
yeah.
reckless attack worth it, damn it.
19.
Yes.
All right. 22. 12.
And 12. Boy, just biting into that natural hide armor and finding some purchase.
Mm-hmm.
Skunk. It's looking
That's it.
pretty badly beat up. So this one is restrained, which means it can't move. It has disadvantage on attack rolls, or it could try to escape.
Like a DC 20, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty hard. It does, however, have a creature nearby that it can attack. So it will attempt to bite Thimbleweed with its massive maw with disadvantage because of its restrainedness. 16.
Activate Maw Armor.
Not a hit?
Ooh, that was close.
Yeah, the
No.
disadvantage. All right.
Disadvantage did it.
Very close. Yeah, those jaws, and all of a sudden it kind of just stops like just short because of the chains just tighten around and it goes.
I imagine is that like a little bomb thing on the chain in Mario? Oh, oh.
Yeah.
Just
Chomp.
pulled short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long does your, let's see, till the start of your next turn? So until, well, Robin's next turn, the other one is incapacitated, so it does not do it. So it could move, but it
You can move.
it
yeah.
knows it's right next to Frey anyway, so it's gonna.
I guess no actions means no bonus actions too. I'm not positive about that.
It can't do anything.
I would
Yeah.
assume it can't really do anything but move, but it's not
Right.
gonna. It's got you right there, so it's just kind of dazed, I guess. Looks over, it
Like doing that
swings.
pace-
Swings.
It's like doing that pacing thing.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of swings that head around at Frey and looks all. It basically just dazed. It's, you can tell its head's bothering it, like scratching at it. All right, we go to Celeste then.
Do I still feel the pressure in my head and that stuff?
You sure do, but because I mentioned the fact that the message repeats every minute and combat around is 6 seconds long, so it's not like you're hearing it every round or something.
A brief respite while the creatures attack.
Oh.
Good night.
night.
I get you to bed. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will attack. Why does number one have the little symbol by it?
Number one has the Charlatan binds wrapped around its body, so it is restrained, which means you have advantage.
Perfect.
We're going to tame it on Timbleweed's next turn.
Oh, I'm going to hurt it.
All part of the training process.
Will attack. Ooh,
Mhm.
I'm
Celeste is the
14.
bad cop. She walks in and just punches it a little bit.
Yeah, it'll rough you up. And then Thimbleweed comes in and like, look, you got the plate of donuts. It's body parts. Celeste, that's not gonna cut the mustard though. This thing has a very tough, thick exterior hide.
21.
21 is muy better. For 10 bludgeoning damage.
I'll do my bonus unarmed strike. Well, that's not gonna do that.
Yeah. You're still wanting to avoid it. Even if it's restrained, that massive mouth is still moving around a little too much.
That's it.
Alright, Thimbleweed.
Right. Let's pull out Vigilance.
Vigilance. $24, we'll do it. You do have advantage, I should mention, in case you want to try to get a crit. Oh,
Yeah, he
for
does.
one additional damage, please.
One additional damage. Alright.
But that would trigger massive damage rules.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to call on my mystical bond with nature and make him my favored foe for 1 minute. So I'll do that and roll my swarm damage against him.
Always hated leg checks.
And does that count as a bonus action?
I don't know, it should say in the description, I think.
It says when you hit a creature with an attack roll.
Which...
This one.
If it doesn't say it does, then no, I don't think it takes a bonus action.
Doesn't take anything then.
Just as part of your attack, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Do that. And yes. I can reroll one of that one, because it's piercing.
Oh, yeah.
Roll them dice. It's a 1 again. I'll also cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Better for you to roll ones
Boy,
than me.
Thimbleweed goes hard. He's.
Yeah, he's not appreciating this at all.
Mm-hmm.
For another 2... sorry, there's so many numbers coming at me.
I know. 14 plus
Math.
12, 6, 26.
Oh, don't do that, because I already did some of it.
Okay.
I did the 12. What's
Okay, so another 14.
Okay, that's what I wanted.
Alright, that's attack number 1.
Jesus. All right, now I let me do the massive.
Wait, and with vigilance, something happens with the crit.
Oh, really?
I don't think it's.
You fucking bullet! What are you doing to me, man? 2 ones in a row with my saves.
Yeah.
Motherfucker is supposed to be hardy as hell. I don't remember vigilance. I know the hailstorm did. I don't remember vigilance had a crit thing.
The target must also make a DC 12 con saving throw or be temporarily blinded.
Okay.
At the end of their next turn.
Okay. Well, this first one was for massive damage.
Okay.
And then I will do this one for the blind. All right, so it makes that one, but it does suffer massive damage. So please roll on our massive damage table if you click that.
Yes.
It is frightened of you and can't take reactions.
Ooh.
My goodness.
He is, yeah, all sorts of debuffed.
All kinds debuffed. Mighty blow.
Yeah,
Which
that's the
I
way
don't
summed
know
up all-
how well that stacks with being restrained. I think it already... It can't move. It already has disadvantage. You already have advantage on it, but...
Well, the thing is, even with frightened, you just can't willingly move closer. It doesn't mean you have to run away.
Does frighten affect ability checks too?
Yeah, Raven just put it in there.
Oh, true. Yeah, if it... So I guess
Oh,
it was...
getting
Now
out
if it
of
was to
the
break
chains is gonna
out,
be
it would be
harder.
disadvantage. Yeah.
Also, since apparently, thanks to Nick, I have the Piercer feat, so I can, on a crit, I can roll 1 more D6.
What?
So another 6
What?
damage.
Oh my god. Oh, by the way, that's gonna be
Never stops.
another 6 damage right there. Sunny
But
beaches.
also, because of my lineage, I get to add a plus 4.
Just give me the whole case of D6
because I'm a hayloft gnome, I also can
I get to add my proficiency bonus and multiply that by my...
25 minutes
Because
later.
of the current waxing of the moon.
Alright. Next attack.
Fuck you. 4 days later. No! What? What? What is happening?
The game
I
likes his
am
math.
apoplectic right now. This is not.
Alright.
Does that count for 2 pieces into
He
the
really fucking
into the
hates
crit thing?
these creatures.
He does.
No, we're only because you only take one of them, but that's.
But I
it's-
mean, he rolled it twice.
well, he did, but
I think it should count for 2.
that is.
So, and fun fact, Hunter's Mark being a dice that you roll
This doesn't sound like a fun
also-
fact.
would also count towards the crit, by the way. So,
Okay.
Because it's another die. Oh yeah.
it's a dice roll.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet sassy molassy.
Another 20 damage.
Your fucking rangers did like 40 damage in that round, by the way, with basic attacks.
I feel like there's more.
Wait, there's more.
Let's throw another.
24 damage.
No,
Replaces the
I just did the 20, so another 4 damage.
Or
See, I have to just sit back and not enter anything until like a minute later, and
Yes.
then he finally tells me the final
You-
number.
You
then
realized
once Reese
this
is done
like
talking-
3.5 months
know.
ago.
But then he goes, but
then
wait,
you-
there's more.
you have to give him like 10 seconds. You have to let Reese finish, and then pause.
We
and
both-
give
we
him
both like,
a 10 seconds of silence.
Okay, now I can calculate the damage.
But wait, in the back of the book, there's more to this.
All right, well we have to do all those fucking crit saves again. All
Yes.
right, so this time I'm gonna do the blind first. Now I don't have any disadvantage on saves, right? It's just
Just frightened.
Right.
okay. So it's the regular con save. This is for the blind. So he is now
Yep.
restrained, frightened,
Down
and
from the eye.
blinded. Holy crap balls!
But the source of his fear is no longer
It's
in
no
his
longer in
sight.
sight.
You can't fear me if you don't have eyes.
The bad news is you're blinded. The good news is you no longer see the source of your fear.
There's a good news, bad news situation coming up.
I don't even. Okay, and now for massive damage. All right, finally the con helps me out a little bit. No second massive damage. Would you like to do anything else? All right, he's done. He's done, everybody. Edmund. Was that the end of the round? Okay.
Oh.
More bulettes. Because fuck you, players. That's why.
All right, favorite foe is on the first attack, so I messed that up.
Oh, really? Oh, and the first in your turn. I see.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
so it should be 5 fewer damage.
I accept your mercy. Edmund. You
But wait, there's more.
You watched in 10 seconds what felt like an hour of Thimbleweed just shoving and sparks flying and different effects just happening all over the place.
Yes, we must weaken it first before we can tame it.
This creature
Would you
looks like it's on
consider-
its last legs right now.
Are
Would
we
you
still
consider-
doing that?
Yes, we need to get across this forsaken land. How are we going to do that on our own 2 feet? Would you consider this thing an animal?
You can. Do you think it's a naturally occurring animal? You can roll a. Let's see.
There are
Nature?
boulette formations right over there.
Yeah, you give me a nature check. Look at that herd of bullets over there. So majestic.
Just right for the
Animal?
plucking.
16. Well, you've already seen it do its giant deadly leap from underground. You know it can tunnel. You know that this is not a regular beast. It is a monstrosity.
Damn.
And in terms of unique attacks and traits, you also know that it can literally sense vibrations in the ground. Probably
Oh.
attracted to them.
Just as I walk up to it.
Right.
He whispers to the bullet. I can restore your sight if you join us.
It doesn't understand you. It is also having a real bad fucking time right now.
Join us, and I will restore your sight.
And remove your bonds. And soothe your fears.
He's going to attempt the Thorn Whip number 2.
Watch what I do to your brother.
This is how you do it. You got to kill the weak one, and then, or maybe kill the strong one. All right, 19 does hit.
So 8 damage, and I bring him 10 feet closer towards me.
Sure. Dragging this massive creature.
Oh. Well. I thought I had to do one more thing, but I guess not. Well, you just yell at number 2. Watch as your brother dies. And
No, he knows they don't understand him, but he's still narrating it.
Yeah. Trying to lock eyes with the blinded one.
He's gonna make that like motion across the neck.
Nice. Valravn.
Oh, what to do?
I think the incapacitation runs out.
It is. It's over now.
Okay.
Yep. All right, let's go with the classic first. Let's throw some bardic inspiration on Celeste. As he reads some words of her punches, the visualization of Celeste's fist going through Belay's hide is very inspiring to Valravn, so he writes some passages about that happening. And then, actually, I need to make sure that it's been a while since I've used this one. Okay, yeah. And then he begins writing some words about Belay number 2. As the creature saw its brother deafened, blinded, enchained, its morale faltered, and the whispers in its animal brain began to whisper harsh, dissonant thoughts.
Wisdom save for number 2.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, but you have a DC of 17?
I do, and which I don't know why my other spell said 16 now. But it is... because our proficiency bonus went up. That's why it's 17 now. So he fails.
Yep.
So 15 psychic damage, and it must immediately use its reaction to move as far away as its speed allows.
Okay. That does trigger an attack of opportunity from Frey. Well, this is interesting. It does that, and it does trigger the attack of opportunity, but it uses part of its movement to dig underground. Burrows. So that is also away from you. Yeah, 13 is not good.
Wait, let me see. Hold on. Never mind.
Yep, so it disappears from view. It leaves like a tunnel in its wake. You're not sure how fast it can go, but it looked like it was hauling.
Right. That's not exactly what I intended, but I did hurt its feelings quite a bit.
All right, Frey.
All right, well, if the other one's gone, she'll go up here. And we still have all kinds of natural advantage on this thing, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Trained.
Yeah.
Everyone is in aneurysm range. You're right, Nick.
17 is pretty... Oh my god. Another crit. This one from Frey. That critical hit, Frey, is going to absolutely just you thunk your axe right into its giant jaw and just and the whole creature just sags down.
No, all right.
Unaware of where the attack was coming from, still frightened, still restrained.
Wait, cut out the aggression portion of his brain. Leave the rest.
We need a lobotomized creature.
Great.
Horrifying. As the heroes rode into town with their
Quick,
lobotomized mounts.
We'll just detach its lower jaw. Can't bite. Even a boulet anymore. Alright, is that everything?
Mm-hmm. I only got 2 attacks.
Alright. From
I'm
out...
not gonna do like 47 pieces of math, so.
Yeah. From out of the ground, another one explodes. And this one aims at... You know what? I'll use Token Fate.
Me, pick me.
Does this one look like the same one that burrowed?
Does not.
Oh, great.
Fate has chosen Edmund. Edmund, this one, because annoyingly you all were all perfectly spaced apart. This one explodes out of the ground and attempts to squash you with a deadly leap. I need a DC 16 strength or dex saving throw.
Jeez.
It's a high number.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm not good at either. So, dex or strength.
Strength, yep.
What?
Got a flash of genius.
Flash of genius. Makes it a 17.
I've seen this before.
Yeah.
He realizes
You have I
Oh god.
have to.
I rolled hilariously low damage. Literally straight minimum damage on one of those stacks too. A 7, 3 ones.
Wow.
So that's only 19 total, which means you take half of that with a save. And you are only pushed 5 feet and not knocked prone.
Am I the only one taking damage from these things?
So you take 9 damage. I noticed that. Everybody's got like full fucking health. What is that, the temp hit points? What happened?
It's the 10 hit points, yeah.
I know I dealt some damage to you guys.
You gave like you did like 17 to everybody, so that was all the 10 hit points. And then
Okay.
just yeah.
Gotcha.
Except me. I didn't take any of that.
Yeah,
Oh,
you were
yeah.
far enough away.
I
Yeah.
took the full brunt of the first one knocking me down.
Yeah, so that was its turn. And then that one's dead. And then we've got the other one that was damaged. Because I believe Dissonant Whispers is only for that
Yeah.
round.
Right then.
Yeah, I'll have to put it back on the token there. Hang on. Exceeded 13. I ended up with all my dudes on the same section,
Oh
basically.
yeah. All together.
He pops out and tunnels all the way back up and can do his deadly leap because they've got insane range with that thing. But let's see. I think he can only make it this far, so we'll do it between Thimbleweed, Frey, and Celeste. Frey! Alright, so just tries to squash you, Frey. It's a DC 16 strength or dex saving throw. Wow.
Hang on.
You have any advantage because of rage?
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to. Let me check. Yeah, we're saving throw. Okay. Where's my ragey thing? Hang on. I have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
There you go.
God damn it. Alright, so I'll use one of my special dice. I'm not failing this shit. Please don't be a 1. Please don't be a 1. Good, it's not a 1. 19.
Alright. You make the save, so you take half of 24, so that's 12.
What kind of damage
It
is
is. It's bludgeoning and slashing, so it's all the resistance.
it? So it's half of half.
Yep, so you take 6 damage. And you are merely pushed 5 feet and not. That is hard for me to say. Not knocked prone.
Yeah. And I
Oh,
still
did I
have
get
temporary
pushed
hit
5
points
feet too?
left.
Sorry, what did you say, Raymond?
Did I get pushed 5 feet also?
You did, but you were not. Say it again. Not knocked prone. Yes. If you make the save, you are pushed away and not. I gotta stop saying that. Anyway,
You don't fall on your butt.
You don't fall on your butt. It is Celeste's turn now. Man, these things are not working out well for me.
Okay. I'll come up here and attack number 3. With, oops, I did the wrong one. That's fine.
Well, 21 will certainly hit for 8 damage.
Mm-hmm. And then,
You all take one look at these creatures and look at the eggs, all the blood smeared and the body parts missing, and you're beginning to paint a picture of these things helping themselves. 28 will hit for 10 damage.
10 damage.
Nice.
And then we'll give it a whirl. We'll spend a key point to do 2 unarmed strikes. Ooh.
Wow.
Whoa.
Not rolling below 25 here.
Nope.
Oh, I still have advantage on. I'm not supposed to, right?
No, not on this one. You guys killed the one that you debuffed the hell out of.
Not that I need it, but
Right.
and then one more. Ooh, that's not
Luck
gonna
finally after we all pointed it out. Still a good triple attack though.
Okay.
All right, Thimbleweed.
All right. It is again time for vigilance.
17 does hit.
Ooh.
Just
All right.
stab through that rough, thick elephant hide exterior.
And you roll for, let's see, swarm and hunters and sacred foe just against one. Yes. Okay. 17 damage. I'll do it again.
13 will also hit.
For 9 damage.
Alright, that one is looking pretty messed up. Just from 2 rounds, I think. Edmund.
Man, how many bullets you can pop up?
Ah.
How does number 2 look?
They both look real bad. Real bad.
Both of them?
Yeah. The third one came out fresh, and you guys just unleashed a lot. Celeste and Thimbleweed both did a ton of damage just now. Number 2 is just taking a brutal slaughter from a lot of folks. Mostly from Valrobin, I think, psychic damage, so it's not maybe as visible. It's kind of like stumbling and drooling a bit.
He's crying on the inside.
Yeah.
Right.
It's existential damage.
Sure,
He's
but also
gonna
very
pull out
real damage.
another puffball and throw it.
Oh shit!
Polar bear.
Oh shit!
A polar bear comes out. Okay. That just takes an action.
Yep.
You guys have
But-
obviously seen plenty of polar bears before.
As a bonus action, I can command it to do something. So I don't think you've made a sheet for it yet.
Give me a second. I've got polar
Look
bears.
it up. What can polar bears do?
Claw things. They're the most murderous of all the bears.
They can multi-attack.
Alright, you should have a polar bear.
Polar bear.
You come in the middle. I did start the MVPC poll, so please vote. Your MVPC. Yeah, they got multi-attack. They can attack with their bite and claws.
Go, my polar bear.
That is a straight. Yeah, that's the best thing you can get out of there, creature-wise.
Yeah.
Oh, bite
Choose
and
you.
claw.
He's always gotten like a top half too. He's always gotten some like powerful combat creature with all
Right.
these. 23 does hit.
He's never rolled a bunny or a squirrel or
Right,
something.
yeah, which he would probably also command it to attack.
Alright, so 1d8 plus 5.
You can just
9 damage.
you can click that attack button. Okay.
They wouldn't let me.
Oh really?
Oh, whoops. You're right.
Rolled a 9 both
He
times.
rolled this- yeah.
Alright, you're correct. And then, still alive?
It is. It's sagging pretty bad.
Claw next.
Good lord. What? What?
Wow.
Max damage.
17 slashing damage?
Polar bears are scary.
All right, describe your summoned polar bear just fucking killing the shit out of this creature.
To chunk out of it and then just like claws into it as it falls.
This is what happens if Pokemon was real life. You suddenly have this monstrous bear versus this monstrous land shark just vicious battling it out, and it is not at all cool or fun to watch. It is very, very disturbing.
Hey, ever since you gave me those Charlatan balls of binding, I wanted to become a Pokemon
I
master.
mean, that's where we're going toward, isn't it? I want to
goal.
be the very best. And it's just humming and whistling blood sprays all over.
Gobbling down on creatures.
I can't tame a boulet, I'll just ride the polar bear instead.
I mean, that's one way to do your mounts right there. Summon them. Polar bear for me and a hare for you. Oh my gosh. All right, Valravn. Some of you in the back might not realize this polar bear didn't just come up and start fucking with you guys. I don't know how well you'd be on the uptake on that. Valravn peeks around and just sees
Yeah, I just see.
polar.
I mean, for the time being, the polar bear seems to be aiding us, so.
That is true. It is standing over triumphantly
Yeah.
over the boulet, but it might be like a. Yeah.
Which, if it turns on the people around it, not far off its problem. In the immediate.
There's people between me and it.
That's exactly. All right, Valravn. He thinks he doesn't need to use another bardic inspiration this turn because everybody seems to be doing just fine.
Be happier with the inspiration.
Yeah, that's right. Instead, he's just gonna mock that belay. And he had a stupid name.
That we all pronounce differently.
That's everyone pronounced differently.
I bet you had a hell of a time at school. How always having to correct the teacher.
Bullet? Bulate.
Mr. Bulete.
Mr. Bulate.
Mr. Bulete.
Mr. Bulate, yeah. Bulate? Is it
Just
Bulate?
call me Bull, please. It's fine. Bulete. Fuck. I'm just not willing to stand up to the mental punishment whatsoever. Takes 5 psychic damage.
And he has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Fuck you. Alright. Ray.
Alright. Come up here.
Is that long?
Do we have natural advantage, or am I just gonna have to reckless attack this thing?
I think for once, the only debuff is that it has disadvantage on its attack, so you might have to reckless.
Alright.
Reckless.
16.
Oh, not as good.
Reckless attack helped you on that one, though. 16.
Yeah.
Not so
Did
much.
not help on the second one.
No. A little perturbed. It's looking real bad, but it would take an attack roll.
That's all I can do.
Alright, well, with disadvantage, it's going to try to bite you, Frey.
Okay. Which makes it just a regular attack.
Oh, shoot, because of the... You're right, because it has advantage, so it would...
Oh, right.
I rolled a 24. I think 18 actually would have done it anyway.
Yeah, it would have.
Alright, with those massive jaws... Woo!
Holy shit!
Only I'd gotten one of those off earlier on somebody who wasn't raging.
Lord have mercy.
God.
So, in hindsight, it's a very good thing we debuffed the shit out of these guys.
Yes,
'cause
it
they would've
is.
massacred us.
They can be pretty nasty. That's really good fucking damage, by the way. Well above average. 40 piercing damage, which Frey can
Easily
resist half of because of her rage.
Yep.
Yeah, that would have done a number on anybody else.
Frey just looks at it and goes, "That all you got?"
Yeah. And like I said, but it's looking real bad. Like that was a last-minute ditch effort. And it will try to move by burrowing straight down, Frey, which does trigger an attack of opportunity from both you and Thimbleweed.
Is my reckless still going where I have advantage or no?
That's a good question. I don't know how your reckless works.
Thimbleweed killed it.
Is it whenever you make an attack? 12 does not kill it.
That is during this turn. So is my turn over?
Well, it's no
My
longer your
hunter's
turn.
mark might go off.
So normal then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
Wow.
You say you get Hunter's Mark, though?
For 1.
1. It's still... Alright, and Frey misses. So this thing dives underground, and despite all of you surrounding it, seems to just tunnel, like, straight down and away. And very quickly disappears out of sight, even though it's not obviously dashing, but you think it's pretty fucking fast. Does not look like it is coming back up again. So for the moment, all is clear.
Oh, it just fled, huh?
Yeah, just fled. It was real fucking low. Gave you a parting gift. And you all stand over these giant bodies of creatures. And when you look out, you see maybe a few more of these eggs. And after some inspection, you feel like these creatures, they don't seem like they're native to this area either, which is very questionable. But you think these creatures managed to crush and crack these things open after some time and just feast on whatever creatures may have been inside. And there's just maybe half bodies in there or just straight blood or something. But you begin to think that these creatures were maybe responsible for destroying all of these things. And Celeste, you just think what might have happened had you dropped somewhere that was a little more dangerous than where you dropped. And you look over at your wagon, your reindeer are all dead. They have been completely just demolished by the sheer force of the first one crashing in. The wagon is just sagged down. There's an axle like loose on the ground. And Celeste, you just keep hearing that message about let's see, what was it? Nautiloid down. Emergency protocols enabled. Crew safe, but vessel imperiled. Psi crystal needed. Come at once. And
Now,
it feels much clearer, much louder. You feel like you are very, very close to this destination that is pulling you towards.
Celeste is the only one that hears this.
She is. The rest of you, I did mention, the rest of you feel some kind of effect that has been building. It feels like a headache or like a head cold or some kind of odd thing in your head that you all feel together. But she's the only one that actually can hear the message.
Now, from an outside point of view, Celeste told us to go this direction, and then we were ambushed by bulettes. Our cart's destroyed, our reindeer's dead. Anybody else want to?
It's fair. So you want to make her pull the wagon. That's fair.
Left of the wagon.
Celeste just mugs all of you now. This has been like the long con.
These are her pets. She's like, give me all your money.
The reindeer pull off their skin. It's a bunch of bandits. Surprise!
There's weeks of planning.
Would have gotten away with it not for those meddling bulettes.
Is Celeste, are you still just repeating the message and kind of slightly catatonic?
I think after that fight, like I think that snapped me out of it because I did just fight now.
Yeah.
So I'm a little less crazy now.
Okay.
But I guess I'm still hearing the message.
Yeah. And you'll probably get brain fried again if we don't go there.
Probably.
You definitely feel that effect, yeah.
All right,
I
I guess we'll
suppose we ought
trust
to-
Celeste for now.
Yeah. we can make Celeste pull us on what's left of the wagon, like one of those. What are those things called? Where a dude puts the wagon on his shoulders and runs.
This is
Rickshaw.
a fucking rickshaw. Thank you. This is a very large wagon that was pulled by multiple large beasts.
Celeste can handle it.
Although
She'll
with
just use her superior speed.
We'll just whip her extremely hard.
oh, the wagon does come with one of these. How convenient. I don't know. With Frey's strength, she could probably actually pull it with her strength, but
I'm not pulling a wagon.
you would probably not come up on top of the snowdrift. It would just be
You just sink. Just the weight of the wagon on your shoulders just make you just sink in the snow.
Yep.
Frey takes her axe and breaks the rest of the axles because she's not pulling the wagon.
This is now its tomb. Yeah, you guys can.
How is our genocider kitchen? Are we not able to
Oh
brew
man, it's
genocide?
the saddest. You look in there and it's just your heart stops. Like there's just bottles crashed around and it's bad news. You try to salvage what you can, but
Is the secret recipe safe?
it's a real setback. The vault has been untouched, yeah, but it's sad.
We do have
With
to
all
flash
11
bomb the
herbs and
wagon.
spices.
That's right. We have to burn the wagon like the military burns a helicopter. So that
That's right. There's a whole ceremony. Yeah, it's way more poignant than when Celeste actually died. There's tears like rolling down.
Tell form a semicircle and tell stories about the wagon.
The first time I drank cider. Everybody's pouring out, like, pour one out.
Celeste is just sitting with arms folded, resentful.
Saddest moment of our lives.
That's right.
Camera slowly pulls back.
All right. Well, then I guess at some point we have to leave the bonfire behind. Teary-eyed, we walk away from the. Did we throw the reindeer on the fire too? I don't know.
I mean, it's good eating right now, so.
Oh no, the reindeer!
Reindeer! God,
Run back and throw him on top of the fire. Unceremoniously.
Yeah. You feel like with this, I mean, you're still in the middle of the tundra, but you feel like at least.
That's the problem. Us getting home is going to be an issue. But...
Yeah.
Or not home, but wherever we're going. Next.
Right. At this point, this is probably your best bet now because you're in really dire straits to be going anywhere else on the map.
Well, yeah. She did say we're going to a spaceship.
Now I'm cold.
Yeah, exactly. That's the main thing.
Worry starts to hit now with the second stage. You all have to trudge for the first time ever out in the wilderness. Except for Edmund, who's riding atop his majestic polar bear, who is just cock of the walk for taking down that freaking boulet.
I mean, I do have my boots, so I can basically fly over the snow for.
Oh yeah, you can do cool it's like you're on the moon or something. Like doing. Very cool. You all continue along the path, and again, Celeste, you're hearing it. All that mind is fogging up your minds and putting that pressure on you, and only Celeste is hearing that message. And you travel for, maybe another 40 minutes, which feels like an eternity without the comfort of your wagon. But then an eerie glow betrays the monstrous outline of something stupendous and ominous. It looks like a cephalopod with slimy, ropey tentacles as thick as tree trunks that has tried and failed to bury its immense bulk in the snow. Celeste, you feel immense dread upon seeing this sight, and a flash of memory goes through you as you recall one of these large tentacles grabbing you from above and yanking you upwards. And this is what you see.
Ooh.
And that is where we are going to end this session, as you come across a large alien ship. Our MVPC tonight was Thimbleweed. Probably due to that one turn where he just slapped me silly. Lord.
Cat likes math.
All right.
Finds a potion of greater healing within the gullet of one of those creatures.
That's right.
One that ran away pooped one out in fear.
It'll come back someday. All right. That will do it for this week's session of Rime of the Frostmaiden. Thank you to Chris, Heather, Rochelle, Raymond, and Reese for playing. Thank you to the wonderful fans for watching, and to the patrons. Shout out to Platinum patrons Joe, Will, Thomas, Adam, Stan, William, I'm Loud, Brandon, Genocider, David, Eclectic, Roleplay Roll, and Christopher. And gold patrons RPG Papercrafts, Pretty Boy, and Yuma, Marcus, Dead Lizard Lounge, Sam, Lumpy Spuds, Jerome, Nathan, Fastica Tortoise, and Scott. Thank you all very much for your support. We're live streaming our D&D adventures every week, except for next week. I'm going to be off next week. It is Friendcation, Staycation. There's going to be no crafting streams, no D&D streams. I will be uploading the patron game that took place last night, so you will still see some videos come up, but there will not be any live stuff from me, and we will resume all of that next week.
I'm stealing him from all you suckers.
I mean, let's be honest, Chris. You are the third person in this marriage.
Finally destroyed that fucking wagon.
Celeste lost her mind.
A reindeer to face sofa. Nice. That's greatness. Thank you, Nick.
Yep, that's good.